There's this video of this guy at a train station and he just loses it. Out of nowhere, he starts yelling and throwing stuff. It's crazy. Then this random girl shows up and starts yelling too. It's like they're both on a different planet. A cop in Palm Beach Gardens got fired for pointing a gun at a guy in a swimsuit. Can you believe it? The guy, Ryan Gould, called the cops because he was having a fight with someone at the pool. The cop showed up, jumped out of her car, and aimed her gun at him.
This lady screaming and shaking at me, and I know I'm just there in a swimsuit looking for help. Anything could have happened.
Gould said he just wanted the cops to chill out the situation, not make it worse.
Supervisor.
I'm getting you.
See how she's talking to me? I haven't done anything.
You don't.
Why am I in handcuffs? I don't care. You're not my mom.
Because I'm
You're not my
coming here
dad.
for a gun.
That's fine. I don't have a gun. I haven't committed a crime.
And when I told you to keep your hands out of your pockets,
You're not
you did it.
I didn't commit a crime. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Why are you yelling at me?
Because I have every
Who
right to
are
right
you?
now.
What's your badge number?
321 Guerrero, Guerriro. Make sure you spell it right.
If you're this scared of a guy in a
I've been here
swimsuit
for 20 years.
You're terrified of a guy in a swimsuit. I didn't do anything.
You can shut your mouth.
They just detained me. I explained. There's no gun. That guy
I don't
has a gun.
detain anybody for no reason.
Then what reason?
Because I.
What crime did I commit for you to detain me?
Can you shut your mouth so I can explain it to you?
Are you in charge of this lady? Who's the sarge? This is absurd. Why am I in handcuffs on the ground? Are you a supervisor?
No, he's not.
Can someone explain why I'm handcuffed on the
Shut your mouth so I can talk to you?
Look at you. You're furious. What did I do?
The cop who pulled a gun on the guy in the swimsuit finally got fired, but it took them like 3 months. Turns out she's had a bad track record before. She got suspended for snooping around in a police database for personal stuff and got in trouble for yelling at a suspect at the mall. The guy she pointed the gun at, Ryan Gould, said he was totally innocent and that the cop just freaked out for no reason. She even took him to jail.
Next in line to, go be strip searched, get whatever, my uniform, and be sent to jail. And then I'm told it's my lucky day. I'm free to go.
So on May 29th, 2023 in Florida, the cops got a call about a crazy fight going down at some house. The first cop on the scene heard a bunch of yelling from inside. When he tried to get in, this dude burst out the door, holding a knife.
Hey, get the back. No. Get on the ground. Get on the 16, give me the tail.
You get back.
Luckily, the cop dodged him and the guy pointed the knife right at the officer. He pulled out his taser, told him to stop, but he was all like, nope, so he zapped him.
No. Get on the ground right now.
You know what?
Get on the ground. Sir, get on the... Stay on the ground. Roll on your stomach. Roll on your stomach. Taser deployment. Get on your stomach right now.
I'm trying, okay?
Get on your stomach right now.
All right.
You're going to stay right there.
I have nothing.
Yeah, except the knife that you just held to me?
I wanted you to shoot me.
All right, tell me what happened.
Sure. You know what? In fact, I think maybe I spoke to you. I'm not sure.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Okay, no, what I was saying was on Flagler Avenue, okay? She had lots of drink. So I spoke to one of your officers.
You guys were on Flagler today?
Yes.
While they waited for more cops, he talked to the guy. He seemed really drunk and said they were out at the beach drinking, and the woman was way too drunk, so he brought her home. They got into a big argument, but it's not clear what it was about.
And I said, you know what? I got her a ride home,
Okay.
and I did.
So who is this to you?
Okay, a girlfriend.
This is
Yes.
your girlfriend?
Yes.
How long you guys been dating?
I mean, for a while.
Huh?
3209
For a while.
How long is a while?
I mean, a couple years.
Couple years? Okay, you guys live here together?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on?
She's got cousins that would just come here.
From England, right, you said?
Correct. Yes.
The woman had cuts on her face, but the dude said he didn't do it.
What happened when you guys got home today?
Oh,
What started all of this to happen?
she.
Us getting called?
Sorry, I'm telling you right now. She just like is crazy about it. Yeah.
So she went crazy?
I'm
How
just
did she
telling
go
you.
crazy?
I'm just telling you seriously.
Just want to let you know.
Okay. It's
Got him on the ground.
I talked to you guys really. I thought it was even you maybe. You know?
So did you guys ever get into a physical altercation?
No.
No?
Never, no.
How did
And
she
I'm
get
sure
cuts
she
on
would
her
say
face?
that. Oh, you know what? She'll always probably say that, but no, never.
Okay, so as far as you're concerned, this was a verbal altercation between both of you?
Yes.
Okay.
The woman had to go to the hospital and the guy went to jail. He ended up pleading guilty to the charges and got sentenced to 3 years in prison. Mitsura Kiaguare was freaking out about her kitten, Ramat, who was stuck in this crazy reclining chair.
I heard a voice. It was hard. The voice was, I've never heard before. She started screaming.
The whole thing started when her mom put the chair back up, not knowing the kitten was underneath. She couldn't get the kitten out, so they called the cops.
Called the cops. They rushed down here. It was one cop that first came. He tried all he could. They couldn't get her out of under the chair.
Gonna try to back it off.
Even more cops showed up, but they couldn't figure it out either, so they called the fire department. It took like 5 people from both the police and fire department to help this family. They had to cut the chair to get the cat out. The kitten was a little bruised, but she'll be okay.
There we go.
That was just emotional because I could see the way she was crying and I couldn't help her. The feeling was my pet was asking for help and I couldn't help her for the first time.
It was a really scary experience for this family who loves their cat so much.
I don't want any family to go through this.
There's a crazy video of a guy who tried to burn a car and ended up blowing himself up. It happened in Canada, and the police in Montreal are looking for him and 2 other guys who helped him. The video shows these 3 dudes messing with a red SUV on the morning of December 5th. They were pouring gasoline on it, trying to set it on fire, but then, boom, one of them blew up. It's wild. Remember that video of the lady at Disneyland was yelling at people to get back in line? Well, this is kind of the opposite. A girl named Kaylee was waiting in line with her friends when they had to go to the bathroom. She stayed back to hold her spot, and this other woman with her kid started yelling at her, saying she was trying to cut in line. Kaylee went to the bathroom too and came back, and the woman looked like she was about to yell again. So Kaylee took out her phone and started recording.
Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been waiting in line, so you can get back at the end.
She was sitting here and making look. You need to calm down. Park right here. You need to calm down. You need to calm down, man. I'm not even with them and you're embarrassing yourself. Please quiet.
Let's just go down there. No. I don't think the roller coasters is moving, so the line is in their way. If it was up here already, so.
She was like, dude, chill out. You're making a scene. Everyone's watching. Why are you yelling at these people? You care about them, right?
Who cares? All these people. You care. You care. You're arguing with them. Yeah, okay. I care she was up here. Who cares she was up here earlier? She left. There's no way she was up here. She was. She was.
You need to calm down. You need to calm down. You need to calm down, man. I'm not even with them.
This video of a guy wearing a VR headset in the Tesla Cybertruck is going around the internet, and everyone's like, is this real or fake? For some car fans, the Cybertruck is a glimpse into the future, but it's not the truck that's got people talking. It's the guy behind the wheel.
People were freaking out.
In the video, it looks like he's using his hands to control his headset instead of the car.
Everybody was concerned that I was like sending emails or actually using some of the applications that are on the Apple Vision Pro.
That driver is Chase Anderson, who makes videos about cool cars.
I can see straight through the headset, but I would never actually do that because it's stupid and it doesn't make sense. We use these cars as kind of a catalyst to bring people together and then promote charity and donate to charities.
He admitted the video was fake, saying he wasn't touching the headset and the Cybertruck doesn't drive itself.
We thought it was clear enough that it was satirical, but other people just didn't read into that.
Even the US Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, tweeted that you still have to be in control of your car, even with all the fancy tech.
I was actually driving with my knees, albeit that might not have been the safest thing.
The Utah Highway Patrol said they haven't heard anything about the stunt, and they've never seen anything like it in Utah.
I think it caught a lot of people's attention, thinking that something like this could be real.
They're now training for situations like this to remind people that they're responsible for driving, no matter what technology they have.
They've got to be able to react to any type of a hazard.
This video was taken at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and it's not good news for this woman. She gets out of her car, but she forgets to put it in park. So when she closes the door, the car just drives off on its own. The workers tell her to stop her car, so she chases after it, but the car keeps going and even hits some plants.
Get your car. You understand? This is why we're concerned, ma'am. Wow. You call the police. JMV. Call the police. Oh God! Please tell her to stop. Oh my God! Tell her to get.
It's too late for her to catch it now, and it probably went off the side of the road. The workers are yelling at her to stay away from the car because it could be dangerous.
Tell her to get away from the car. Hey, y'all come back. She's called somebody.
The video ends with the workers trying to check on her. Hopefully she's okay. TikTok dude Mo Dollars used to be on a cruise ship in Alaska and had this one crazy experience that was both scary and hilarious. He said the captain was really cool about the whole thing and knew what was important.
In here. What do I do? What do we do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Bus.
What do I do?
Don't turn your engine on.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Don't turn your engine on.
Oh my God. I'm scared.
Hey, what's your language?
Sorry.
You're doing what you're supposed to. Just stay put.
Sorry.
A ghost hunter named Tracy was filming inside a haunted house when she caught something weird on camera. The house is in a ghost town she was exploring alone. She heard strange noises and saw a shadowy figure moving on the wall. Could have been a real shadow figure or just someone walking behind the window. The noises might have been sound effects from a speaker. A YouTube crew called Han Kisler was exploring an abandoned village called David when they found they weren't alone. A woman appeared and led them to a strange dark figure hiding behind a corner.
Oy. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kulağız bıraktınız. İkiniz bir şey dediniz mesela. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oğlum niye var yanında?
Gel tanıdım seni gel. Gelin.
Sen ne yapıyorsun burada ya?
Ne yapacağım ben her yerde geziyorum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oğlum. Ne oluyor lan? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Gel.
The figure disappeared as they got closer, but then it appeared in the downstairs window. It was a shadowy figure. While the crazy woman was talking to the crew, her silent husband stood behind them. The figure vanished again, and then the woman went crazy, yelling at them and throwing stuff.
Abi ne oluyor?
Bu benim sevgilim gel buraya.
Şaka mı bu? Baksana adama baksana korkar. Çok torun stres. Oğlum bu kafayı yemek şu an. Oh gidiyor.
Ay çok gidin yeter. Hadi.
Abi şimdi. Abi oy bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Vallahi.
Yeter peşimden gidin. Gelmeyin artık.
Daha ne bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oha adam dışarı çıktı.
After being chased around, they saw the figure in the window again, but it was still unclear what it was.
Burada duruyoruz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Annem bu ne böyle ya? Kafaya yiyeceğim. Abi.
I don't know what the figure might be, but it seems like the old woman is protecting it from outsiders. I'm not sure if it even needs her protection. John from a paranormal channel called Exploration Unknown was investigating an abandoned farmhouse late at night. He and 2 other ghost hunters split up and then met back downstairs to talk about what they found, which was mostly empty rooms and broken stairs.
Floors upstairs are pretty spongy. I did it, but I doubt it.
After talking with Tim, John walked through the first floor. At 11 minutes into the video, a shadowy figure was caught on tape, moving above him.
We've got the K2 meter over here in this window. We're getting things set up. Alright. And then in here, we got Josh on the porch.
It wasn't Josh who was outside on the porch, and it wasn't Tim because they had just talked about how dangerous the floor was up there. For some reason, the legs of the figure were still covered in shadow, even though there was enough light to see the brown banister. So there's a good chance this ghost video is real. The scary video called "Are We Being Possessed by Shadowy Forces Without Even Knowing It" was posted on Blah Blah's channel in 2022. It's popular in the Arabic YouTube community. The video shows a woman walking alone on a dirt path. A mysterious shadowy figure appears behind her, but she doesn't see it. People thought the spirit possessed her, but it turns out the video was a fake made by a YouTuber named Dark3. Even though it's fake, it's still scary and will make you look over your shoulder. The next time you think you're alone, you never know what's behind you. This weird shadow was posted by some ghost hunter dude named KON. I think it's probably just a bug, especially since it was filmed on a hot summer night down south, but K thinks it's the ghost of some crazy poltergeist from Kentucky who was really untrustworthy. If you believe K, the shadow is the ghost of a guy who killed someone in this camper years ago. The crazy ghost ended up burning the camper down just 2 weeks after they started investigating it. This CCTV footage is from an office building at around 11:30 p.m. The security guards noticed it right away because the camera only turns on when something moves. A weird shadowy blob starts on the floor, stops for a second, and then zooms up the wall. It might have even gone through the ceiling, and it didn't leave a mark or make any noise. I don't know what could have made that strange oval shadow, and neither do the security guards. I think it's probably something paranormal, but if not, tell me your best guess. This YouTuber named Signs and Signals is going ghost hunting in an old abandoned church he used to go to.
And this seems kind of creepy. I had some spooky things going here when I was a little kid. I've had strange feelings here when I was little.
Things get weird as soon as he goes inside.
I'm gonna try my best not to get the windows as much as possible just to keep from anybody blowing up, because that alone, possibly anybody on the camera. How's my camera spazzing?
Camera is acting really strange and it doesn't look like he's doing anything to it. He finally fixes it, and then this weird thing happens that he catches on camera. It's hard to tell if it's just one of his friends or a real ghost, but since the camera goes out of focus in a weird way, I think it might be paranormal. TikToker Casey Rav isn't alone. Security footage shows something super creepy near the stairs. Watch the dark corner, a big figure seems to pop out from under it. Casey said in her video that the dark corner is another set of stairs leading to a lower level of the house. What is that? Definitely looks like a person to me. Another weird thing in the video is the movement and reflection on the left. I'm not sure if it's glass or a mirror, but something is moving and flickering and then it disappears. Are these two things related? If that's not a ghost, it's an intruder. Either way, I think she should get out of there. Scratching noises coming from the basement would scare anyone. Some people would call for help, but others would grab their phone to record whatever's down there. That's what two roommates did after one heard noises in a hidden crawl space.
It could have been anything though.
Nah, I heard. I was scared, man. I heard noises. Go ahead, move this way.
Feel scary cat, dude. It could have been rats or whatever. What about if we got a whole bunch of rats?
The one who didn't hear the noise was brave, but the other one was scared.
Are you going down there?
Hell no.
There's a light right there, dude. You go down there while I record.
No way was he going down into the creepy basement crawl space after hearing those creepy sounds, so his roommate volunteered to go.
Like, light right there, the string. It's around here somewhere.
Open the lights, okay?
Hold up. I can't reach. Can't reach. I think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here.
He looked around in the dark and then he saw the scariest thing of his life.
Oh shit! Fast that!
At 1 minute and 27 seconds, you can barely see a shadow figure standing up to greet him. He's screaming and the video ends before we see if he escapes. The title of the video says the man saw a ghost hiding in his basement, but I'm not so sure. Something as scary is definitely down there, but think about it. Why would there be a chair right under the crawl space entrance unless someone has been using it to climb in?
I think I gotta step on that chair. There's a chair right here.
I don't think it's a ghost haunting the basement. I think it's a really scary stranger encounter caught on video. Anyway, that's my take. What do you think of this strange sighting? YouTuber Maddie Ann thinks she sees something walking around her backyard, so she grabs a camera and a powerful flashlight to record it. By the time she gets outside, it's gone. She starts scanning the yard with her light to see if it will move again. She finds a weird misshapen shadow peeking out from behind a tree for a second before disappearing. The shadow doesn't look like it's the right size for a human and the head is bald and shaped oddly. What's really weird is that the camera can't see any features. If it were a person, you'd see more details in the light. The camera can even pick up the brown color of the tree, so you'd think a person behind it would show some color too. Instead, Maddie Ann walks past a creature with a blank face. I don't think it's one of her friends. I guess it could be someone wearing a costume with black mesh over their face. This YouTuber works in an office building with a reputation for being haunted, so he waits until nighttime to start recording a video. At 3 a.m., the lights go out randomly. Look closely, and you'll see a shadowy figure dart across a doorway.
It's still...
A little later, the speaker in the next room turns on by itself and plays a spooky melody. Watch his reaction and tell me if you think he's acting surprised or if this really happened on its own.
I think you can time it or something.
No, I can't freaking time it.
Just when things are getting back to normal, the lights go out again. And this time, if you look closely, you'll see a figure with long hair standing in the doorway. This group of friends decides to go to an old middle school that's rumored to be haunted. The building was recently abandoned and it's still in pretty good shape, so there's not much to say until they get to one part of the school that's really dark and moldy. The group still feels safe in numbers and bravely walks through a bunch of musty hallways. They don't see anything weird, but when they watch the video later on YouTube, someone points out a possible shadow figure in the distance. I personally think it could just be stacked stuff, but I can kind of see the faint outline of a shadow that's about the size of a child. The more I watch it, the more I can see its legs and head. Let me know if you agree or if you think I'm looking too much into it. This mysterious footage was captured by videographer Daniel Hobbit in 1989 and shared on YouTube. He was invited to a haunted house by a scared couple who lived there. Hobbit captured the strange, shadowy figure in one corner of the room.
Video in the home of a very frightened couple, convinced they were living with a disturbed...
While moving the camera, he also caught it in the mirror.
Hobbit even caught the apparition reflected in a mirror. This shot persuades many top researchers that we are witnessing a real...
According to the channel, the family moved out of the house soon after. The footage has convinced some YouTubers of paranormal activity, and others have even experienced something similar. Since it was recorded on VHS at a time when CGI would have been rare, I'm convinced this is real paranormal activity captured on camera. This house guest is called Eternal and was published by Jojo Owens in February 2022. Jojo explains that he, his wife, and some guests saw a shadow-like movement in the living room out of the corner of their eyes. So when Owens heard a noise in the back room one night while his wife was sleeping, he set up his phone camera to record. This is what he caught. A tall, shadowy figure moving across a doorway at the end of the room. After seeing this, Owens grabs his phone to investigate but found nothing. There wasn't anything in the room that could have cast the shadow. One commenter suggested that someone might be squatting in the Owens home, but Owens said this has been happening for 3 years. So who does the shadow belong to? This crazy video is going around of a guy storming the stage at a doctor's conference. He's accusing this doctor of sexually assaulting his wife years ago. He starts yelling at the doctor and even slaps him.
Why can you touch my wife? 7 years ago in New York. Don't be a
People in the audience are freaking out and calling for security. The video is from a conference in Baltimore, Maryland, and it shows a guy jumping on stage and screaming at the doctor.
7 years ago, you touched my wife in New York. Don't be a This is in Brazil, I'll kill you. You're lucky this is America. Because this is in Brazil, I'll kill you.
Security.
You can call security and police, I don't give a Now you're murder. 7 years I'm waiting for this. 7 years.
He calls the doctor a predator and threatens him.
My wife is suffering because you are a predator. And you know what you did. Don't be a Don't be a You know what you did. You touched my wife. It's the best day of her life. When she became a doctor, you are
The doctor seems to be laughing at him, which is even worse.
Laugh one more time. Laugh one more time. Laugh one more time. Stop. This is for you two. This is for you girls. Because this like to touch women. He said, do you know what he said? He said, now I can, and grab my wife.
The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists released a statement saying they dealt with a security issue at the conference. They said they followed their security rules and the police got involved. They apologized to anyone who was upset by what happened.
Now you don't have to live your sin because you are you nothing. You nothing. You know half of man. You
Not the place, not the time.
The police talked to the doctor who was assaulted, but he didn't want to press charges. Both the guy and his wife were kicked out of the conference. The doctor hasn't been named or charged with anything yet.
Oh, there's somebody up that lives upstairs too. Come on. What's upstairs? Yeah.
Goddamn. Police department!
So on September 26th, the cops got a call about someone shooting in the neighborhood. They looked around but couldn't find any evidence of shots. Then they noticed the building was on fire. Turns out there were families living there.
Right down the street from the shot spotter. It's in the plane. We need CFD out here.
6100.
Police, anybody here ready to go?
We just forced entry into 61B. Oh shit! Hey, you guys, the roof's caving in! It's not safe. The roof is caving in already. Hey, get out, Brandon!
Brandon!
Hey, start getting the other neighbors out.
Where's Brandon?
Brandon, where you at?
The brave cops made sure everyone got out safely. They checked the building to make sure no one was trapped inside.
Is there anybody else?
She said just the dog.
Dog's out.
The smoke was getting really bad and an old lady who lived downstairs was having trouble breathing. Luckily, she was okay after getting some help.
Is there people that live upstairs?
Does anybody live upstairs? Hey, Joey, there's somebody up that lives upstairs too. Come on. What's upstairs? Yeah.
Goddamn. Police department!
Come on! The house is on fire, let's go!
Sean!
Hurry up!
Let me get my brother.
Quickly, let's go!
Sean!
Let's go!
193, the bottom should be clear.
Quick, let's go, let's go!
I had to wake him up.
Let's go, out, come on.
I'm coming, buddy.
You're good. What's his name?
Sean.
Sean, let's go! Come on, man.
Oh, God damn it.
You should be outside in the alley now.
Come on, man, just go, go.
I gotta get my fingers on, boy.
Come on, is there anybody else inside? Is there anybody else inside? The dog?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, dear. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's just get away from it, okay? 193, I got one person out back.
Is anybody else?
She said just the dog. Come on. Is that your dog?
Yeah.
Is there anybody who live up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Is there anybody else inside of there? No. No? Hey. 193 at the bottom should be clear.
Quick, let's go, let's go! I had to wake him up. Please! Go, out, come on. Please! Is anybody in here? Get out, the house.
How many people?
Get out, the house is on fire. Come on, go. Hey, son.
Yeah.
You got my lockbox here?
No, dude, you gotta leave it. The other side's already caving in.
Is it? Hey, buddy, is there anybody else in there but you and your mom? No.
Come on, bud, come on.
He's the only one.
We'll get you something to put on. Watch your step. Come here, come on. He's getting one female out up top. She coming?
Female and his kids out. They should all be out.
How many is out? Is there anybody else in
I
there?
need you to get away from the house.
We need everybody out.
I'll bring the seat over to you, okay? You need my help? Did we clear out this side? That side.
Come here, come back here.
They're gonna.
Sit back here. We're gonna bring some stuff back.
I ain't got the shoes on, man. I'm a diabetic.
Okay, well if it blows up and blows your legs off,
Then I'm dead.
you want me to get you a seat?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get you a seat. Come on.
Hold on, man. I got to take the
The cops and firefighters did an amazing job putting out the fire and making sure everyone was safe. In March 2024, Chicago rapper Fat Drench went live on social media and told his followers he was about to do a drive-by on someone. But the stream cut out right after that. Just a few minutes later, he went live again, and this time, things were wild. Drench was panting, dripping with sweat and waving his gun around, claiming he'd just taken someone out in a drive-by. He even showed off the gun magazine, counting the 6 bullets he'd fired.
My shit only got 6 bullets.
On July 21st, 2024, in the North Lincoln neighborhood, someone was caught on camera walking around a house near 29th and Merrill. The guy just walked right through the yard, the front door and garage of the house. It's really creepy and makes you wonder what his intentions were. An e-scooter hit someone and it was bad news. A woman on an e-scooter was going way too fast on the sidewalk and crashed into a 65-year-old man. He fell hard and hit his head on the concrete. The woman took off after the accident. The cops are looking for her.
Donnie Kim suffered a traumatic brain injury and died at the hospital.
I don't think this person riding along on a scooter realized that
she killed a person.
This isn't the first time an e-scooter has caused problems. You see them speeding through traffic and running red lights. People are scared to walk around because of these things. Even a famous actress died after getting hit by an e-scooter a few years ago. Injuries from e-scooters have been going up a lot. People are saying these e-scooters are causing a lot of trouble in cities all over the country.
I almost got killed twice. You have the electric bikes, you have scooters, and they're going on the sidewalks now.
You're not supposed to be on the sidewalk.
If they run into me, I'm a goner.
This video looks like something from a movie. A factory in Melbourne just exploded and the fire is huge. You can see the firefighters standing back, but they're brave and went right into the action to try and put out the fire. Being a firefighter is no easy job. It takes a lot of courage and dedication to do what they do. They put themselves in danger to keep others safe. Carol Levin's show, Cruel and Unusual, highlights the mistreatment of people in jail. One particularly difficult story to watch involves a pregnant woman who was arrested without cause and then handcuffed to a hospital bed while in labor. The incident began with a shoplifting case that led police to the couple's home.
The reality was a man purchased gift cards at an online site and used them to buy a snowblower. He wasn't the thief. He wasn't part of any shoplifting ring. And next thing you know, police are kicking down his door.
When the police arrived, they gave the couple a little time to respond.
27 seconds, and the police were kicking in the door to this home looking for a snowblower.
We were so scared. My husband started shouting and told me, call the 911, call the 911.
I grab the gun and I look. From the window, I see a guy in civilian clothes. Looks very angry.
Believing that strangers were breaking in, the man fired a warning shot. The police returned fire, but fortunately, no one was hurt.
Beth, come out of the house with your hands up. This is a stupid search warrant for a snowblower. Come on with your hands up and give us a snowblower and we're good.
Guys, you're police?
Yes.
What the f***'s going on?
Well, you're shooting at us. I'm scared shitless,
Yes,
dude.
because you broke in my house.
No, we had a search warrant like we said. Okay?
Search warrant for what?
The snowblower, dude, in the garage.
The man was arrested and the woman was taken into custody while she's on labor.
I don't know what I did, why I'm here.
Why Sarah was taken into custody is unexplainable. She's on the phone with 911 and cooking dinner.
She was detained for 36 hours while authorities decided whether to charge her or release her.
They held her for the entire 36 hours, even though she was in labor, and she is shackled to her bed.
Although the woman posed no threat, she was illegally shackled to the hospital bed, which violates laws protecting pregnant women.
Minnesota passed a law, it went into effect in 2015, that law enforcement shall not shackle a pregnant woman unless there are some very specific exemptions.
After Sarah gave birth to a healthy baby, the charges against the man were dropped. However, the ordeal was extremely traumatic for the family. The woman is now suing the police for violating her rights. It's been a challenging time for them.
They're sitting at home a few weeks from having their first baby, and that gets blown up. The house gets ransacked after the raid, so, all their preparations to bring this baby home are wrecked. They end up having to stay in a motel because the house is so damaged. This was extremely traumatic and tough on this family.
This video is crazy. It happened in Rio Grande City, Texas. A guy with a pizza box shows up at someone's house and starts knocking on the door. If you watch closely, you'll see he's holding a gun under the pizza box. When the young man opens the door, the guy pulls out the gun and points it at him. The young man tries to grab the gun, but he can't. The bad guy chases him inside. Then two more guys show up. One of them has zip ties. The police caught one of the bad guys, but the other two got away. Luckily, the young man is okay. There were a lot of cops there after this happened, but they only caught one guy. It's a good idea to have a security camera near home to prevent things like this from happening. Road rage is scary, especially if you're the one it's happening to. This couple was driving and saw a red car in front of them. A guy got out and walked over to their car, looking really angry. It's not clear what happened earlier, but he was definitely mad at them. He even tried to open their car door, but they stayed calm and tried to call the police. As soon as they were about to call, the guy ran back to his car as he's been chased by police. It's like instant karma. So in January, this woman in Houston was walking home and saw these two sketchy dudes following her. She got freaked out and tried to book it to her apartment, but it was too late. They pulled a gun on her, but she wasn't going to go down without a fight. She kicked and screamed and even tried to snatch her keys back. She was outnumbered and in serious danger, but she chased them all the way to the parking lot and stood between them and her car. They ended up just taking her keys and running off. On February 21st, 2015, a car stopped outside someone's house. A bunch of guys got out and tried to break into the house. They were definitely up to no good. They even grabbed tools from their car to try and pry open the metal door. They tried really hard, but the door wouldn't budge. Little did they know they were being recorded by a security camera. When they realized someone might see them, they all ran back to their car and drove away. On June 12, 2019, 7 armed robbers showed up at a house in South Africa, busted through the front door and rushed in to silence the residents before they could call the cops. They had a solid plan and plenty of time to grab whatever they wanted, facing almost no resistance. I mean, who's gonna stand up to a gang of armed guys? In just over 10 minutes, they swiped jewelry, laptops, and even some big TVs. When they were done looting, their getaway was as smooth as their entrance. Lately, social media's been blowing up with videos claiming to show security personnel chatting with people who aren't there. Check out this one from the TikTok account Paranormal Ghost Spooky.
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
You see a security guard on a monitor acting like he's talking to someone invisible.
Dispatch to 329.
After a few seconds, a woman's voice from the control room asks him who he's talking to. He says it's a lady named Miss Abigail, who he saw walking by the door, and that she's there to see Mr. Griffin.
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to a lady. I saw her walking by the door and she said she's looking for Mr. Griffin. Her name is Miss Abigail.
Then the control room officer tells him that the woman he's talking to actually passed away 2 years ago. Confused, the guard asks if they can see her, and the voice says, "No, there's nobody in front of you at all."
You mean you can't see the person I'm talking to?
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
That's when the guard's whole vibe shifts, and he bolts from the scene.
This is the Seattle Police. Subjects inside. Come out with your hands up and nothing in them.
On August 25, 2023, the Seattle Police Department got a call about a burglary that was happening right then. When they got there, they found an adult woman hiding inside the house. Because it was an emergency and they were worried about the woman's safety, the police went inside to rescue her.
Hands!
Union 1, we got one coming out.
Walk towards me. Over here. Keep walking.
I got hands.
I got 40. Back behind me, behind me, behind me, behind me. Keep walking. Keep walking over here. Keep walking. Stop. Turn around. Hands.
Yep.
Go.
Move it.
They arrested 3 people who were trying to break into the house.
This is the Seattle Police Department. We'll be conducting a building search. If you're in here, make yourself known. We will be using a canine. It will find you and it may bite you. No response? Okay. Canine, do you want to step up for point? All right, on your back, guys.
What's up?
Light switch.
Yep.
Cover that hole.
Light switch.
Nope. Switch.
Watch up.
I'm in here. Sheriff's office. I'm in here.
All right.
Show us your hands. Show us your hands. Put it down. You got bit. I'm good.
Get out Jack, you got hands?
Okay, hands up.
I'll come out with my hands up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Turn around.
Seattle Police Department, let me see your hands right now. Come out very, very slowly.
Stand up.
Get homeowner out.
Sir, I'm not
Come
trying,
here.
I'm not trying to
Let me see your hands.
I'm not trying
Come
to
here.
anybody either. I was just caught with the wrong people at the wrong time.
I do not care. Step out here.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm.
Come here. Keep walking.
I don't have any weapons or anything.
Keep walking.
Where do you want to take this?
Right here. Turn around.
The police took the 3 suspects to jail. This dashcam video shows a crazy road rage incident. A guy was walking back to his car when another guy pepper sprayed him. The first guy pulled out a gun and shot at the other guy. It's not clear how it ended, but hopefully no one got hurt. So in 2016, this guy in Kenya was coming home from work, and he had no idea it was being followed by a bunch of bad guys.
It is his parking spot. The gate closes, but the 2 men on a motorbike sneak behind him, brandishing pistols.
These guys snuck into his house through the gate while he was trying to get in and took him hostage. His family was inside, completely clueless. When the door opened, they thought he was coming in.
Gangsters enter the house as the other 2 keep guard on the outside. The gangsters take away anything that looks valuable.
They were all on the floor, terrified. The bad guys robbed the place for a while, and even the guard outside tried to stop them, but he got shot in the leg.
Killed. They wanted money, but he only had 7,000 shillings in his wallet, so they forced him to his bedroom where
There was this crazy incident where a chimpanzee was going wild. People called the police, and when they got there, this woman was screaming at them to shoot the chimp, like she was really serious about it.
No, there's a secondary fence under the patio. Yeah, this one is, but... Oh. Buddy? Alright, I'm gonna try to get in for a shot. Hey. Is there somebody there? Okay, are you safe?
I need you to shoot him.
Okay.
One of the officers, probably thinking he had no other choice, shot the chimp, and sadly the chimp didn't make it. It was a really tragic situation. Nobody wanted this to happen, but sometimes things just go wrong.
He's down. 32-42. Shots fired. We need the ambulance in immediately.
Dude, check this out. This driver was heading home late one night when he got stopped at a red light. Out of nowhere, these three guys come running up to a car and just hop right in. Can you believe it? The driver was so shocked he couldn't even do anything. Always lock your doors, man. You never know who's out there. If you get carjacked, stay calm, do what they say, and try to get away as soon as you can. Call the cops as soon as it's safe. Anyway, these guys in the video got out of the car after they dropped it off. Crazy stuff. This dashcam video shows two cars getting into a fight on the road. They were racing each other, and when they finally stopped at a traffic light, the drivers got out of their cars and started yelling at each other. One of the guys grabbed a baseball bat from his trunk and chased the other guy. He even broke the other guy's car side mirror and tried to hit his friend with a bat. It's not clear what happened next. Check this out, man. A bunch of cops busted into this house where some really bad guys were hiding out. They stormed in, guns drawn, and got everyone inside. They even filmed the whole thing. They found a bunch of stolen stuff too. Cops use all kinds of ways to track down criminals. They watch cameras, talk to people who know about the bad guys, and even use fancy technology to find them. Once they catch them, they arrest them and take them to jail. If they're guilty, they might go to court and get locked up. Luckily, these guys got caught before they could hurt anyone else. Check this out. The San Diego cops released this video from their body cams where they are dealing with this guy who's accused of some serious stuff. Apparently, they got a call about a sexual assault, and when they show up, this dude pulls out a knife, like a real one, and he's all like, "Shoot me, shoot me."
Hey, drop the cane. Drop the cane.
Drop the cane. Drop the cane. Drop the cane. Drop the cane. Drop the cane. Ma'am, stand back. Stand back.
Oh, that's my husband.
That's okay. He's about to get tased if he doesn't drop the cane.
You tased for what?
Just drop it.
You tased for what?
Drop the cane. We got a call you're hitting somebody with that. That's the call we got. So drop it and tell us your side of the story or you're going to be under arrest.
I'm not dropping.
Drop the cane. There you go. Turn around. Right now you're being detained. You understand that? Yes, you are. Hey,
I'm not being detained. I'm not being detained.
Don't do it. Now you're under arrest. Don't do it. Oh, he's got a knife. He's got a knife. Stay lethal. Stay lethal.
Shoot me. Shoot me.
So the cops, being shops, they use a taser on him and he drops the knife. But this guy's not done yet. He starts running away and the cops are chasing him.
You're under arrest. Go taser.
Again, cover now for South Meadowbrook.
I lost him here on the screen.
Go taser. Yep.
Stop! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! He's reaching.
Then things get really tense. The guy pulls out his phone and the cops think it's a gun. I mean, who wouldn't, right? So they shoot at him, but luckily they miss.
That's a gun? Stop!
After a while, they finally catch up to him and arrest him. Turns out he wasn't that badly hurt, just a few scratches.
Get on the fucking ground! Get on the ground!
Get on the fucking ground! He's going for a taser!
Let go!
Give his fucking hand! Give him the hand! Give me your fucking hand! You're under arrest! Give me your fucking hand! Take his head.
Hey, I'm gonna keep head control. We're gonna keep here. You're gonna mount your leg right here, start pulling him out.
You got that one, Vince?
All right.
Got it.
But he's in big trouble now. They're charging him with assault, and he's locked up in jail. It was a nightmare. A husband and wife scuba diver got lost at sea after strong currents pulled them away from their boat. It was like something from the movie.
I did not want to be afraid of diving, so I intentionally did not watch that movie, and then we ended up living it.
For almost 40 hours, they were floating in the ocean, fighting waves in bad weather.
We're frustrated, we're tired, we're dying of thirst, but we're not going to give up. So we kept swimming as best we could, and we saw the plane.
Then a miracle happened. The Coast Guard found them and saved them.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a light flashing through the window at us very frantically.
After this scary experience, most people wouldn't want to go diving again, but not Kim and Nathan.
We're anxious and ready to go.
A month later, they went on a guided dive in Florida. The captain gave them a safety briefing and they got ready to face their fears.
In the event you guys find yourself separated at any point in time, you're going to follow the law spreading procedure. When it's safe to do so, I'll come pick you up.
But there's always a little bit of hesitation, a little nervousness every time we do a dive.
They also wore a special GPS device and put out a dive flag to warn other boats.
With me, sometimes I feel like I'm invincible. You know, you always think like that happens to somebody else, not to me. And so I do know, like, when we went missing and as soon as the boat was completely out of sight, I remember thinking inside, oh no, this is how movies start. not good movies. So thankfully, you know, thank God our movie's going to be great.
When they went underwater, they saw a bunch of sharks. Kim was so brave, she even pet one. After their dive, they waited for the boat to pick them up.
The diving was great, but then sitting on the surface of the water again, just floating, I did not like that. It's like that took me back to a very bad moment, and it's like, yep, I'm done with this. I get back on the boat. I don't want to do this anymore.
Now, the makers are thankful they could go diving again and do what they love.
I just wanted to conquer that fear. Fear does not have to overpower you.
I think this made us stronger as a couple and individually. I don't know. I mean, that's definitely another bond that, you know, you can't break.
So this video is from back in 2014 and it's pretty wild. Check this out. A dude on a motorcycle is doing a jump, right? And guess what? A drone flies right into him, mid-air. It's a total crash and both the bike and the drone go tumbling down. The drone guy picks up his broken toy. He sees the biker lying on the ground, looking a bit banged up. But you know what's crazy? The drone guy just starts laughing like it's no big deal. Seems like the biker wasn't too badly hurt. So this video from 2015 shows the drone trying to land, but it's super windy. The drone's trying to make a turn when bam, an old guy pops out from nowhere and gets hit. It's scary, but hopefully he's okay. The drone is totally wrecked though. I wonder if it even works anymore after that crash. This next creepy video was posted on the TikTok account Balls Pit. Check out what it shows. The footage features Jose, a co-worker of the uploader, trying to move a big reel. Supposedly, Jose asked a random guy he never met before to help him out, but when Jose turned to thank the guy, he realized no one was there. Confused, he asked his foreman where the helper went. The foreman then took Jose to a room with photos of past and present employees on the wall. Jose looked through the pictures and soon spotted Alan Lopez, a guy who had died in a trucking accident 8 years earlier. After the original clip went viral, the uploader made a follow-up video addressing some theories that maybe the reel was pushed by someone who quickly jumped out of the frame.
Absolutely no way that nobody could have pushed it in. Even if they try to push it in, it's physically impossible to be able to jump out the shot that quick.
To clear things up, the uploader showed a wider camera angle, pointing out that it wouldn't be possible to push the reel without being caught on camera.
There's Jose. There's the reel. Nobody's there pushing it. How is it possible? How can someone...
Naturally, this incident has sparked a lot of curiosity in the paranormal community, and people online are still debating what the video really shows. So what do you think? Does the footage on Jose's story sound legit? Or is there another explanation for this strange situation? I'd love to hear your theories down below. So this drone video is like something out of a movie. There's a little bear cub just chilling on someone's porch like it owns the place, and this drone starts buzzing around, and the bear's all, hey, what's up with that? The drone's basically like, get lost, and the bear has to go. It runs down the stairs and hides behind a tree, but the drone's still on its tail. The The bear is so annoyed it climbs the hill and tries to hide again, but the drone keeps following it. Eventually, the bear just gives up and runs away. So this one night, things were pretty quiet in this parking lot. Then out of nowhere, a bunch of Russian gang guys show up and start causing trouble. They picked out this one sedan and went to work on it. If your car gets stolen, man, call the cops right away. Tell them everything you know, let your insurance company know, and maybe even change your locks and stuff. Anyway, after they stole this car, these Russian guys just took off. So this video is from Russia and it's pretty funny. There's this guy walking on a frozen road and he sees a drone flying overhead. He freaks out and hides under his coat. The drone follows him and he starts running around, looking for somewhere to hide. He even pretends to shoot at the drone. When he picks up a rock, the drone finally backs off. It's like something out of a movie. Posted on Reddit by user PrestigiousFood804, this next video might show some paranormal activity happening in a remote pub in northern England. Take a look. Watching it again, you'll see that not long into the clip, a glass suddenly falls off the bench and shatters on the floor. There isn't much info provided with the video, but some sharp-eyed viewers have picked up on something fishy. If you check the timestamp in the top left corner, it jumps from 14:04:29 to 14:04:39, right when the glass falls off the countertop. So it looks like this incident might not be from a restless spirit after all, but rather a cheeky prankster trying to pull one over on the paranormal community. These drivers were just having a normal day when things took a crazy turn. These criminals came up to the car and started attacking the people inside. They stole whatever they could find and then ran off. Unfortunately, the robbers got away.
Yeah, you were going too fast. Can I get your insurance and your... Okay, can you get out? Oh my God. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
So after the guy hit her car, she tried to get his insurance information, but he just ignored her and left. She was really upset about it and she started crying. The damage to her car was bad, like really bad. It looked like the guy had completely wrecked it. It's a chill night in Florida and the cops get a call about some crazy lady who's been calling 911 like a lot. Turns out her name's Ebony and she's freaking out because her ex-boyfriend stole her dogs.
Do you need medical attention? No. She's advising no meds.
The cops show up at her place and she's just losing it. She's yelling at them, throwing rocks, the whole 9 yards.
We're here. So how can we help you?
I don't need your shit. I need you to go get my dogs. No, you're not? Okay. Thank you.
Hold on a second.
No.
I want to explain something to you real quick, all right?
Hey.
So you calling 911 like the way you did? I copy.
I reported my dogs. If you're not gonna get my dogs,
I need,
off my property.
I need to explain something to you.
I don't need you to explain.
What you calling us the way you are?
If you want to explain something to me,
offense.
Can you pass? Can you pass the test?
Pass what test?
Can you pass the test?
I can pass any test, yes. What
I'm
test are
sorry.
you trying to
I'm
have
sorry.
me pass?
I'm sorry. Get off my property. You're not gonna get my dogs. Get the off my property. Mine was stolen. I pay Nappy's vet bill.
I can explain some options for you.
I don't want options. I want my dog.
Yeah, I'm the shit super. Stop wasting my time in our resources.
Skinhead, you
Stop
racist.
wasting our calling 911.
Don't gang up on somebody else, you racist.
If you call again, you're gonna go to jail.
You
Okay.
work for me, you.
For you.
This is what the you do. You're a civil help.
Got
Get
it.
the out of here. Get off my yard. Go post up. Go waste your time sitting somewhere else.
You're wasting my time right now by 911
Skinhead.
over and over
Over
again.
and over and over. You don't work for dispatch, you fat. You sit in a yard. Shut the up.
The cops are trying to keep their cool, but Ebony is not having it. She's slamming doors, cursing them out, you name it.
According to sent us, there's attachments.
It's not misuse, you dumb. My dog is gone. That I paid $3 grand for. He's gone.
Well, we tried.
So you.
Look up the
You're not
story
worth
of
a.
Look up the
You're not worth a.
Look up
Get off my property.
Look up the story.
Get the out.
Look up the story.
You and you. Get the off.
Straight
You
ahead,
think you're
straight
so hot because you're man on my property? Get the out, you. Go each other.
Hope you
Go
find your.
each other.
Have a good night.
Go.
Good luck finding your dog.
You.
Just throw a rock. You throwing rocks at us?
I'm throwing rocks in my yard.
Come here, throw rocks.
I didn't throw rocks. Get away from me! I didn't throw rocks at you! No, I didn't! I threw rocks in my yard!
Damn! Stop resisting.
Ow! I threw rocks in my yard! Ow! Ow!
Got one.
No, look where the rocks went!
Stop resisting now. You're under arrest.
It's a total mess. Eventually, they manage to calm her down enough to cuff her and take her to jail. But even in the back of the cop car, she's still going off on them.
Oh my god, my mom is gonna hate me! My mom is gonna hate me! I just finished school! My mom is gonna hate me! You know it, you racist! Oh, her, are you? You drove me here just fine. Get that on camera. You know that's wrong! Like, I'm trying to have a good future!
When they get to the jail, she's charged with assault on a cop, abusing the 911 system, and resisting arrest. And guess what? She's still causing trouble even in jail. It's like she can't help herself. So yeah, that's the story of Ebony Romanek, the woman who made the cops' night a whole lot more interesting. Imagine being on vacation and seeing a huge elephant just strolling through a flooded river. That's what happened in India. People were like, whoa, that's not normal, and started filming. The video went crazy online. Luckily, the elephant seemed pretty chill.
Going on here. People are getting into the Copa America through the ventilation system. What is going on here?
The Copa America final between Argentina and Colombia was delayed for over an hour because a bunch of people without tickets tried to crash the stadium. There's a video of people climbing through air vents and over fences to get inside before the game started.
What is going on here? What the heck? People are still climbing. It's like 9 p.m. here. People are climbing the fence. I don't know if they have tickets. I think more people are going there. I don't know. But people are just climbing it. What is going on?
You know, a home invasion isn't always about robbery. Sometimes people just burst in because they're nuts. This guy learned that the hard way when he accidentally let a woman in who was clearly losing it.
Lady, get out of my house.
I'm not.
You're.
I'm not.
Oh God, dude. Get out of my house.
I'm sorry, but.
She was rambling about cleaning fees and stuff and even grabbed his bag, but when her husband showed up to get her, things got really weird.
It's a fake picture! It's a fake picture! You want it, you can have it!
He got it and it's broken!
She was seeing things, thinking a picture frame was her photo, and the craziest part? She didn't even want the frame when he offered it to her. It was so bad, her husband was crying.
I know it's fake! I know it's fake! Honey!
You'd think criminals would try to hide their faces when they rob people, right? But these Russian guys were totally the opposite. They actually filmed themselves pointing guns at their victims and stealing their stuff. The victims had no choice but to give up. Then the gang jumped in their car and took off with all the loot. It's late at night in Ohio and someone gets rear-ended by a drunk driver. The driver follows the suspect to a gas station and calls the cops. When the police show up, they find this woman, Antoinette, who's clearly not in the best shape. She's slurring her words, stumbling around, and seems completely oblivious to the situation.
Hello. You all done all the way?
I'm scared now.
No, nothing to be scared about, okay?
They all talk about roll the window down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a report of an accident in Lyndhurst involving your vehicle. We're trying to see what's going on. Did somebody hit you or you hit somebody or?
No.
Okay.
Somebody probably hit me.
Somebody probably hit you? Okay.
Listen, I'm just trying to go home.
Okay. All right. Do you have an ID on you?
I got an ID.
Okay. Let me see your ID, please.
Yeah.
All right, we're just trying to figure out what happened here.
I wish I could tell you too, but I know I was still doing my normal thing, and they went their normal way. What they do, call?
Yeah.
They just literally just hit my foot. I think, I don't know. That was like a little. That's crazy, man.
So you don't even know who hit who?
I know something, but it's crazy because like I said, I didn't hit nobody, man.
Then how'd you get damage on your car?
My car been damaged all my life, baby.
The cops give her a bunch of tests to see if she's drunk, and it's pretty obvious she is. She's failing all of them, and she even starts giggling at one point.
Which one need me to do?
All right, so I need you to dispel for me that you haven't had any alcoholic beverages tonight. We're going to do a few tests, okay?
Which one do that crazy stuff?
I'm not sure what you mean by crazy stuff. We're going to start out pretty simple, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Can you recite from the letter D as in David to the letter T as in Tom without singing and without skipping any letters for me?
Is this really, like, serious?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you counted it backwards. Come on, hit me one more time, man.
Last time I'm going to show and last time I'm going to explain and demonstrate, okay?
Oh my God.
Thumb tip to fingertip, just like this. Watch and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do that 2 times for me.
You said 4, 4, 2 times. See, you playing with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, start that over. Because you ain't say don't look at you.
I've told you that many times. Look at my fingertip.
I'm going to look at you.
Up here.
Now, hold on. You not understand I'm going to look at him. He's handsome and stuff. All right, let me stop.
Right here.
Serious.
Right up here. You got to keep looking at my
I
fingertips.
just looked at you. I'm so sorry.
It's like she thinks it's all a big joke.
You know who you talking to. You looking real hard.
But you're looking all over the place instead of at my fingertips.
All right, let's get it right.
I'm trying to finish this up.
Hold on, let's get it right, man. Tell me that I cannot look at you. I'm so sorry.
They eventually arrest her and find a bunch of empty wine bottles in her car.
Continue that little walk.
We're done with all this stuff here. This is the last thing we do.
My
no,
baby.
we're not doing this.
Are you serious right now?
Last opportunity to prove to me you have no alcohol in your system. So that's no?
I'm finna break the down around this. What did I do for real?
Put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for OVI.
What?
She's facing some serious charges now, including drunk driving, hit and run, and refusing to take a breath test. It's a classic case of someone making a really bad decision and paying the price. So this video is from Weld County, Colorado, and it's pretty intense. A huge hayfield got set on fire by a thunderstorm and it was spreading fast. But this brave farmer named Eric decided to take action. He used his tractor to plow a big trench through the field, which helped stop the fire from spreading. It's a risky thing to do, but Eric did it, and he saved a lot of land. The firefighters were really impressed with him. It's a great story about someone who went above and beyond to help out in a crisis. TikToker Brandown Caster claims that when his dad was younger, he played with a Ouija board, and ever since, he feels like he's being followed. He says he's had some paranormal experiences before, but never managed to catch anything on camera. Until now. In the video, we see the dad getting out of bed, apparently alerted by a sound coming from another room. Check out what he spots on the other side of the door. As he scans the dark room, he notices a creepy face speaking at him from around the corner, but when he looks around, there's no one there. He quickly pans the camera around the room, then tries to head back to the safety of his bedroom. The video cuts off right then, leaving us with a bunch of unanswered questions. It definitely serves as a reminder about the potential dangers of messing with Ouija boards. So this video is from 2015 and it's pretty weird. This guy named Jacob caught this woman on his porch doing strange things. She was trying to hit his drone with a stick and a plush ice pack, but it didn't work. Then she swung her purse around, but she didn't throw it. She just put it on and started walking around. After a while, she got on her bike and rode away, clumsily. It's like she was on a mission, but we don't know what she was up to. Who knows if she ever came back. So this drone operator thought it would be funny to mess with some kangaroos, but those kangaroos weren't having it. One of them smacked the drone out of the sky in seconds. It's like they were saying, hey, leave us alone. I wonder if the drone guy was able to find his broken toy.
Here is sunsets, the bridges, great people on the deck. Yeah. That's what happens.
Not that day.
Not that day.
This video is brutal. A 73-year-old man was brutally attacked by 7 people in Tacoma. He got a bad concussion and lost a kidney. It happened on July 31st at Titlow Beach.
It was my 73rd birthday.
The guy was just taking a picture of a medical examiner's van when these people jumped him.
All I recall is 2 big eyes looking at me midair, and the next thing I knew I was on the ground. It was just bang. All I remember is this body coming at me.
They beat him up until he was unconscious and then just left him there.
But I got my head kicked, and 6 times I think it was. I had a huge mass on the back of my head, and then I had an imprint of a sole of a shoe on my side, and I ended up losing my left kidney out of it.
The police are looking for the people who did this. They think the woman might have thought the guy was taking a picture of her.
None of those people who assaulted him, did they render any medical aid? Doesn't appear any of them called 911 on behalf of the victim that was laying here on the ground.
There are good pictures of her with tattoos on her arms and a young man who left with her.
There could have been a huge misunderstanding, which we think it might have been, or if there was something a little bit more egregious, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Neighbors in the area have been asking for more police because there's been a lot of crime here. In June, someone shot bullets into a woman's house.
I was fearful of how close it was, but I had no idea that it like penetrated our house.
Then someone put up dolls hanging from nooses.
You're basically on your own down here.
The guy who was attacked wants the city to bring back park rangers.
They've got rent-a-cops now. They have no authority to do anything.
He's scared now and is still recovering. He wants to see these people arrested. The police are hoping someone will come forward and help identify the suspects. The guy's medical bills are over $150,000, but he doesn't want any money. He just wants help finding the people who hurt him. This guy was sleeping peacefully when he heard some noise outside. He looked out his window and saw these cops pinning two guys down in the middle of the road. Turns out the cops had been chasing these guys for a while. Police chases are super dangerous, man. The cars go really fast and the criminals can do crazy stuff to get away. It's risky for everyone involved. When cops catch someone in a chase, they arrest them and charge them with running from the police. If they did something bad before that, they might get charged for that too. In this video, the cops put the criminals in the back of their car, and that's about it. It's Christmas Eve and a woman runs over a kid and just drives off. Can you believe it? She actually got out of her car and blamed the kid for jumping in front of her. When she saw people gathering, she panicked and took off. The cops were on the hunt for her and they eventually found her.
Hello? I gotta go get this kid's mom. I have to go get this kid's mom. He just ran right out in front of my truck.
Shut your truck up. Step out of the truck. Anybody else in the truck here?
No, it's just me. I've got to go get this kid's mom, dude.
You're not supposed to leave this scene of a crowd.
He told me to go get his mom.
Okay, step out of the truck. Drop her.
He told me to go get his mom. Okay, what the Stop. Oh my God. Do not move. Okay. He told me to go get his mom. What's happening? Stop moving. What?
She tried to say she was looking for the kid's mom, but that was a total lie. The mom was at home near where she hit the kid. It was like she was trying to get away with it.
Guys, he told me to go get his mom.
Delta 18, we're 10-4. We got one white female at the time.
Is there anything on you that's gonna hurt me? No. He told me to go get his mom. I'm scared. The kid just ran right out in front of my truck. I'm supposed to go get his mom. Stop moving around. The kid ran right out in front of my car, and I'm supposed to go get his mom. Here, walk this way with me.
No PDFE 197.
The cops weren't buying any of her excuses. They arrested her right there. The kid's parents were devastated. Their little boy had a bad leg injury and was in the hospital. And the woman who hit him was just trying to avoid taking responsibility. It was a terrible situation.
Is that your brother? All right, listen, he's gonna be fine, okay? He's going to the best hospital, one of the best hospitals in South Florida. He's fine, he's gonna be good, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mom, I'm just gonna get a statement from you of where you were, what happened, and what went on, okay? So can you raise your right hand for me, please?
The woman's husband was also shocked and upset. He couldn't understand why she would do something like that and then try to cover it up. It was a complete mess.
No phone or nothing. He was supposed to be driving the van. It's my boss's work van.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
I ran all the way over here. One of the cops said that they stopped her right down the street here, so I don't know why she didn't stop. I don't know what.
Yeah, so
I mean, right, nothing but trouble for me, man.
All right, take a breath. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
So, yeah, she hit a kid in the preserves.
Yeah, that's where we live.
Obviously left. And I stopped her here. And then her excuse was that they told her to go get the child's mom.
Oh my God!
He lives in the neighborhood? No,
Right,
absolutely.
Yeah, of course not. She's saying that.
He obviously lives right there by our house.
So I asked her to get out of the van. She was reluctant to. She started digging around her wallet, so I decided to take her out, and she got a little froggy, but she's not hurt. You know,
The woman was charged with hit and run, reckless driving, and driving with an expired license. She's in big trouble now, and she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions. So these cars are stopped at a red light, right? And then this Russian mafia guy starts going crazy. He attacks the people in this SUV and then goes back to his Mercedes, but guess what? The guy he hit earlier comes back and they start fighting. Road rage is a big deal, man. It can cause accidents, make things worse, and even put people in danger. To avoid it, stay cool, be patient, don't drive like a jerk, and try to stay away from angry drivers. Anyway, the video ends with a guy recording the fight and driving away. If you're gonna do something stupid like spray paint a train, don't film it and don't hurt people. This guy was doing just that when a security guard came over. The guard didn't even get a chance to say anything before the guy sprayed him in the face with paint. Like, dude, just run away if you're gonna get caught. Why hurt someone? Sometimes clashes between police and protesters veer towards the absurd rather than the dangerous. Such was the case on February 11th in Miami, where police faced off against a group of activists protesting Miami Commissioner Joe Carollo. This former mayor, who has a history of domestic battery charges, was less than welcome at the unveiling of a new dog and cat walkway. Hence the protesters dressed as chickens, handing out wife-beater shirts, emblazoned with Carollo's face. The footage kicks off with police officers attempting to reason with the protesters, but their arguments lack substance. Essentially, they claim the demonstration is disruptive and needs to relocate. They ban the inflammatory shirts and instruct the chicken-clad protesters to move to a different park area.
You're disruptive, right? You gotta get off the park. You're not permitted to be doing that. You can't be disruptive in here. So you're not permitted to be doing that. You don't. To be disruptive. We're watching you guys. We're watching what you guys are doing.
What are we doing? We're not yelling. We're not playing anything. They're just holding a sign. It's a risque sign.
Don't tell me what I'm seeing. They're making little chicken cluck noises, dancing, putting their butt near people here. They're being disruptive.
It's called freedom of speech.
No, not freedom. No. But you can not back yourself up dancing into people that you don't even know. No. They are. No, I know you're not. You're not dressed up. Right? So I'm just letting you know, though. Just have them outside over there. You guys can do what you want over there, but not here. That's fair enough. That's easy.
What if they behave and they don't make the chicken?
They're not behaving. No, that's already done.
That chance is already gone.
That chance is already gone. All you have to do is just stand there.
So we don't get a warning?
No, there's no warning. This is the last. It's done. Yeah, just go stand over.
Initially, the chickens and their allies comply when an officer singles them out. However, the scene escalates as the police declares the scene obstructed, repeatedly ordering the protesters away.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah. So are you refusing to leave?
I'm not refusing.
Okay, listen. You're gonna follow me, all right? This is the way we're gonna do it, because we're not trying to ruin your day. But you gotta understand, this is not gonna happen. Go in front of me. You too. Come on.
What? Me? What?
You're with them. You know, I never said anything.
Can
Go
I
with
get
them.
one of the doggies?
No. Go this way. Listen, just go this way. Very simple. Walk that way. Walk that way. I'm gonna give you 2 commands to go that way. But you're obstructing my scene right now, and I will arrest you. Get out of here. That way. Listen to me. Go that way. He doesn't listen. Failure to obey. You need to go that way. All right?
As an officer advances, we witness a chicken being handcuffed for re-entering the restricted zone to distribute shirts. 31-year-old Morgan Gianola is told he should have followed instructions. While being escorted away, Gianola claims his chicken mask impairs his breathing, prompting its removal and subsequent search. For several minutes, the two bicker about the validity of the arrest, even as officers awkwardly help Gianola shed his costume so he fits better in the squad car. Ultimately, Gianola was charged with resisting an officer without warning, trespass after warning, and disorderly conduct, charges that were later dropped. The whole encounter underscores how encounters between police and activists can sometimes become more comical than truly confrontational. A fiery crash on Ventura Boulevard at the intersection of Balboa claimed the life of a teenage passenger early this morning.
Hey, is anyone else in the car? Get him back off the street, sir! Get off the street! What? They said there's a third person.
The incident unfolded after officers spotted a Toyota traveling without headlights. Officers initiated a verbal stop, but the teenage driver fled at high speed. Police did not pursue the vehicle. Tragically, the driver lost control and collided with a traffic light. While heroic LAPD officers used batons and fire extinguishers to rescue 2 teenage girls from the burning car, a third passenger succumbed to their injuries at the scene. The investigation revealed the car, reported stolen by the driver's family members the previous night, was being driven by a 14-year-old without a license. The driver and an 18-year-old passenger are currently hospitalized in stable condition. Police are working to identify the deceased victim, also believed to be a teenager. Thankfully, no officers were injured in the incident. This devastating crash underscores the dangers of reckless driving and operating a vehicle without a license.
Young kids do unwise things. We all know that. It is absolutely not worth paying for your life with that. You know, there are some families that are going to be suffering as a result of this. It's absolutely terrible. It's a rainy night, it's a slick night, and we have people trying to drive away from the police thinking that they're in trouble, far bigger trouble than they are. And it's just tragic.
Pull over! Oh, 1050, 1050. Send ambulance right away.
On May 31st, 2021, a tragedy unfolded on the roads of Onalaska. An officer spotted a southbound motorcycle speeding and observed the rider, a 33-year-old man, briefly enter the northbound lane to access a parking lot before exiting onto another street. The officer initiated a stop, approaching the motorcycle and requesting the rider to pull over.
Pull over! It's stop or not? We're rolling here at Oak South.
The rider initially slowed down, appearing ready to comply, but then abruptly accelerated to dangerous speed, exceeding 100 miles per hour after rounding a curve.
Oh, 1050, 1050. Send ambulance right away.
Judging the situation as too risky for a chase, the officer opted not to pursue. Unfortunately, moments later, the officer witnessed the motorcycle collide with a vehicle driven by a 50-year-old woman who was waiting to turn left.
Oak South and Donkey. He's not moving. Christ, man, are you okay? .305, I got Tri-State right behind me. He is not moving. Hey, you okay? Hey, you okay?
The impact ejected the motorcyclist, who was pronounced dead at the scene. The injured woman was transported to a local hospital.
Just happened. Yeah, we heard me slide. Okay. .305, I'm gonna need some extra units down here to close this off.
This incident highlights the dangers of excessive speeding and the importance of responsible driving. The Jefferson Hotel's reputation as a paranormal hotspot is well deserved, and I believe it's truly haunted. Need more convincing? The hotel's own YouTube channel recently shared a chilling piece of security footage. Keep your eyes glued to the left-hand wall towards the middle of the hallway.
You're gonna see something peer out right there, and then go down.
A ghostly apparition seems to materialize, peeking out before sinking back into the wall. Watch it again, it's undeniable. This eerie sighting occurred around 4 in the morning. The hotel manager confirmed that no guests were staying on that floor, and a thorough view of the night's footage reveals no humans entering the room. So, what could this be? In my opinion, that's the unmistakable head and shoulders of a true spectral visitor. A man was found deceased in his Compton, California home following an apartment dog attack. Authorities report the man was caring for 13 dogs believed to be pit bulls at the time of the incident. The man's girlfriend, unable to reach him, went to check on his well-being and discovered the body.
And it was discovered that as our victim was in the backyard apparently feeding them, it sounds like they attacked him and ultimately he succumbed to his injuries.
While the specific circumstances surrounding the attack remain unclear, authorities are investigating the incident further. The future of the deceased dogs is still under determination. Losing a child, especially a vulnerable 1-year-old, is a parent's worst nightmare. The story of little Tinley Sage West, who was asleep in her parents' SUV when it was stolen. It's easy to understand how carjackers focused on a quick escape might overlook a child in the back seat. Thankfully, the story has a heartwarming ending. Watch the moment the abandoned car is discovered, with little Tinley still nestled safely in her car seat. As the officer gently checks on the child, a wave of relief washes over you, even if she cries. The most important thing is that she's unharmed and will soon be reunited with her parents. Unfortunately, carjackings involving children are becoming worryingly common. This incident underscores the need for parents to be even more cautious and aware of their surroundings. Let this serve as a reminder to always double-check your vehicle and prioritize the safety of your precious little ones. A firefighter's chilling image has ignited a wave of speculation surrounding a strange, translucent figure captured in the photo's background. Shared on the Paranormal Things Facebook page, the image depicts a firefighter beside a truck, seemingly unaware of the ghostly presence nearby. According to the firefighter, the photo was taken after the fire was extinguished, and his colleague was standing alone at the time. Unsettlingly, the mysterious figure resembles a former crew member who tragically passed away from cancer. The firefighter who submitted the photo wrote, "I'm a firefighter and we were on scene. This was taken when the fire was out and nobody can explain it." The image has sparked heated debate, with some convinced the figure is the spirit of their fallen comrade. Others seek rational explanations for the phenomenon. The firefighter maintains the photo's authenticity, stating that it's standard post-scene procedure to take pictures, and that other firefighters can vouch for this. Whether a trick of the light or a glimpse into the supernatural, the photo raises intriguing questions and reminds us of the unexplained mysteries that may exist around us. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.